What's going on, traders? It's Mighty Boy back at you again with another trading recap video of the small account challenge that I've been doing for a couple of weeks now. In today's trading session, for me, it was relatively very easy. I actually slept in, and when I woke up, it was already like 10:50 market open. So I just run to my trading desk. I opened it, and the first thing that I saw was TC, and I pretty much I didn't do anything new. I pretty much did what I talked about in yesterday's recap video about the fake holds, how to add, how to take profits, and what areas and what levels you should be looking at in a play like this. So if you guys haven't checked out yesterday's trading recap video, make sure you go back and have a look at it. There's some really good quality lessons from it. Now, today, as you can see, I traded only like, 3 stocks, only one stock really. The other ones are, $5 down and then 24. That was just because I was bored. But the main trade that I took, the one trade that I took was TC, right? Now for me, the main focus was yesterday I traded a lot of stocks, right? I traded heaps of, I traded 24,000 shares. Right now, I traded only at 3,900 shares. So yesterday it was really, even though most of the trades that I did was free, because I was doing on the bid side and ask side, but still I traded a lot of things. My execution wasn't great. So what I wanted to focus on today was execution and to trade less. So trade less, always less is more. So trade less, focus on one stock, execute that properly. So execution and to trade less, cut out all the nonsense that I just jump on. So I wanted to avoid that. That's what happened. I think I was done trading in about, I would say, 30 minutes. I was up $900, and that was it. I'm done for the day. I'm just doing the recap early today. All right, so let's go. Let's just go through it. The first stock was CCL, as you guys can see here. So let's get into it. The first stock that I traded was TC, as you guys can see here. So when I got here, it was actually into this hold. I saw it right here, opened. I was hoping it would go higher. I had located 1,000 shares, and then I wanted to add more. But what happened was, this is the reason why I don't locate like 2,000-3,000 shares out of the gate, because this one dropped. I wouldn't have used the other shares where you have to pay to locate them. So to avoid that, what I do is I locate 1,000 shares first, and then if it goes higher, I'll add, right? So I saw the weakness open there. It wasn't going up, and on a level 2 it looked pretty weak. So I hit it twice, 600 shares in. I was thinking if it pops to this area again, I'll be able to add the 400 shares left, but it didn't give me that add. Went straight into a downside hold. I wanted to add into this. This was really quick. Opened up downside hold. This was the area that I was looking to take profit at. The first profit, 75% of my profit, and then hold the 25 for lower. So I took the 75, but what happened was right on this one, I should have waited a little bit more patient. It came back up upside hold. I wanted to add into that, but I made a mistake of adding into that. But went straight into a downside hold, and I didn't take profit here. Kept going higher. By then, I located 2,000 shares. I wanted this to keep going higher and higher and higher. So as a short seller, as a trader, the opportunity is in overextended outlier trades, right? So the higher it goes, the better it is, especially with this kind of volatility where, I mean, this thing was, what, 60 cents yesterday, right? Right now, it went to $7, right? It doesn't mean it cannot keep going higher, but if it kept going higher and higher and higher with low volume, whoever has been buying would have to sell at some point, right? Not always the case. And when you're adding, you gotta make sure if you're letting it go higher, I was only in 500 shares, I think, by this point, and my average was around 550, 560 area, and I had 2,000 shares, so I had 3 more adds, right? So I was only in 25% of my position that I wanted to go my full size. So, but it didn't give me that ad. It washed out. I covered it. I think I made about $940 or something like that out of that trade, which was pretty good, considering. Now I'm just gonna sit down and wait for another opportunity, because my daily goal is 1,000 plus, right? So I'm pretty sure there will be some opportunities. I'll be able to take this over 1,000 plus. So what I want you guys to focus on is trade less, and focus on execution, right? Anyway, I'll let you guys go and watch the actual live trading recap. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. It would help me put out a lot of educational materials. And also, there is a free chat room on Discord that I have. I'll put the link down below. If you want to come into the chat room, talk to me, the trade ideas. I was explaining all of these things in the chat room as it was happening in real time, my thought processes. So I'm not the only person there. There's some good traders out there putting out their, trading plans and a strategy, and we share ideas, combine them, and there we have a few short sellers. We also have a few long traders. We combine ideas and we execute together. So that's how it works. Anyway, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and enjoy the live recap. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, welcome to the live trading part of this video. As you guys can see, I am looking at TC. Market just opened and this thing went in from $2.20 area all the way to $5.23. It's upside halted and I'm waiting for it to open. I have located 1,000 shares, as you guys can see right here. I slept in today, so I literally got up maybe 3 minutes ago. And I looked at the time and it's already market open. I just run to the my trading table and I just opened up and this is the first thing that popped. And it is short-term restricted, so I'm watching that. So I got in. I just had a starter, 300 shares, but I saw the weakness, so I added. Now I'm in 600 shares. This thing is going into a downside hold. So my goal for this thing is to cover that 420 area, majority of my shares, and then hold 25% of the size to the 330 if it gives me, right? So that's the plan here. And the good thing about today's trading is, if you guys have seen yesterday's recap video, I really emphasize on holds and when it holds, when fake holds happen and stuff like that. So that's what I'm focusing on. The plan for today is to trade less and focus on execution, right? All right, I'm just gonna fast forward until this open. Alright, it just opened, I'm seeing it. Before I get a chance to add, straight into another downside hold, so, which is kind of frustrating. So I didn't get a chance to add because I wanted to go 1,000 shares. Yeah, so if you guys have seen, as you guys have seen yesterday's trading recap, I traded a lot of stocks that are, for $20 up, down, a lot of nonsense. So that's what I avoided today. I completely avoided that and I focused on, fake holds and holds. That's what I'm playing at the moment. Fast forward here, opened, I'm watching it, it's going into a downside hold. The area that I have in mind was this area, 420 area. I cover it, now I'm only holding 300 shares, and I am up $757 on the day. So I'm still holding half of my share size. I'm seeing if this is going to go into a halt or not, but it's looking a bit more strong, so I'm not, I'm hesitating whether to cover half here or hold. So I decided to take some off here again. I put in an order, but I'm not chasing it, as you guys can see. I'm not chasing it. I don't think this thing, is going to come back straight to my average. It could crawl back up, but yep. So I'm just waiting for it to come down and fill me at 418 area. So right now it's at 450, but I'm still up $720 $20. Just coming back down to where I'm trying to cover it at. I took it off because I'm seeing weakness now. I just covered right there at 15 area. So, and then it bounced down. But as you guys can see, I'm only holding 150 shares, so it's bouncing back up. I want this thing to go higher because originally I wanted to go 1,000 shares and I didn't get all of my fills. So the mistake that I made here is I should have covered here and lock in the $700 gains and then wait for it to come back up and reshort it. So it opened up, I added into the short, but this is a mistake again because I'm not seeing a weakness. I wasn't seeing a weakness when I added that. I just added it to the VWAP, which is a mistake. And right here, as you guys can see, this is a focus area. You see, it's about to go into upside hold, but there's no piling up this side right here. And straight into a downside hold. So that, when it pushed into the almost going to upside hold, there was no that building up. that's when I should have added. I shouldn't have added as soon as it opened. If I added, that would have been what? That was at 560 area, so that would have been an easy dollar per shares on those 300 or 400 shares that I probably would have been adding. That's a 530 actually, 530 area. So this thing is into an downside hold. I am up $874. Again, I should have taken this. I'm gonna fast forward here. So opened up, I'm up 900 bucks. I should take this. So when you have money on the table, lock it in. Especially when I'm in almost 500 shares, right? So I was in almost $1,000 up on this thing. So I'm still holding the 450 shares. I'm up almost 800, but I'm not taking it. And this thing could easily upside hold because it's short tail restricted. When something is short tail restricted, short sellers would not be able to hit the bid. So this thing doesn't really hard for it to run down into a downside hold. If you guys don't know what short tail restricted is, just look it up. So it went into a hold. I took some off, and then now I'm only holding 250 shares. As you guys can see, it's saying I'm up only 560 bucks. So, you know, 500 bucks. Now it upside holding. Yep, you see, as you guys can see, this build up. This is what I was talking about. So upside halted, it's saying I'm up only, you know, I'm up only 400 bucks. So I should have taken that $1,000 profit and wait for this to bounce and then re-enter again for another $1,000 trade, right? So the mistake that I did was I didn't take everything. If you guys remember, I was only holding 150 shares when it was that 425 area. I should have taken it, but what I ended up doing is adding on it. So now I added into this. Now I'm in 525 shares. It looks like it's going up higher. Now I'm only you know, I'm only $387 up. But make no mistake, I want this thing to go higher. I want this thing to go higher because the higher it goes, the better the opportunity for me, right? The better the chances of I'm gonna make more money. So I don't mind this is going up. Now, right now, I'm pretty much playing with the house's money, right? I'm not right on the day. I'm still playing with that. But the higher it goes, the more money that I'll be able to make because I could size in into the backside, right? But I have to be careful where I would add those shares, right? So now I'm looking at, it's opening, now I'm looking at, I'm only up $197. So now I'm looking at that $7 area and I'll add into the $7 area if it gives me the push, right? But you want this thing as a short seller. I'm only half in my positions right now. I want it to go higher and higher and higher and higher so that way I can catch the backside. So I'm only up $77 at the moment. So I should have taken the $1,000 and then wait for it. But I still don't mind because now, as you guys can see right here, I just located more shares. I got 2,000 shares located, right? Out of the hold open. I'm trying to add. No add. It looked weak. I'm trying to add into that 660 area. No feel. And it looks weak. I should have added right there. That was an ad. Right here. That 42. Boom. So I didn't get to add. I mean, I attempted to add. Didn't feel me, but I didn't chase. I don't chase usually, so that was the problem. Downside halted, opened. So I was in only 500 shares, and I had 2,000 shares. So I was okay with this going higher and higher and higher and higher, because the higher the better, right? You catch that backside, but you gotta be careful where you're adding. You don't want to be adding at the front side, you want to be adding the backside. So I'm up $828. I completely got out of it. Now what I'm anticipating here is I want it to go higher so I can re-enter, right? So it popped up again. So I want this thing to come to the 6. I want it to go higher, but just had a starter 300 shares. It's going into an upside hold. I'm just gonna fast forward here. So I'm up 800 bucks on it. You know, I only have like starter share size. Out of the hold open, it looked weak. I should have added into this as well. See the fact that it's not going into another downside hold. So I'm trying to take some here at the VWAP. I took some here at the VWAP. And now I'm holding the half for a bigger move. I took completely out $940 up after trading for 30 minutes for the day. And yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I think I'm done trading for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, make sure you hit me up. I have a free Discord chat room. I'll put the link down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Come to the chat room and talk to me. Trading ideas we share. There's a lot of good traders in there as well. We do that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.